We got some animals coming out here.
Been picking this hero through thick and thin. Even in the patches where it hasn't been great, he's still been willing to pick it up and experiment with this time zone and looking for a first blood.
Down, a first blood on the table, whips the spear, and AME and DY will get the kill.
That is a huge pickup for this XG safe lane. When you rotate the bottom, has an observer ward as well. This is a strong rotation. Do not know if XXS is ready for this at all.
Yeah, they saw some of this coming. They're going to pop the glyph to try and keep XX close by. They got him inside the cogs. A guaranteed kill for Tundra. And some pressure on that off-lane tower. Tundra.
6 minutes, though, coming up the clock, so maybe you definitely
would be
some huge rotation potential in the next minute here.
A massive win. And XTREME have been subject to that kind of pressure before.
Yep.
You're going to catch him here on the Assassinate. Just a bit of damage. Push him back, disruption, a couple more shadow poisons, a blood grenade even. Does he think he can actually get this kill? It's gonna rely on landing the poisons. He got a fourth one, needs a fifth one, he got the fifth one! Saksa, the hired assassin, sharp on his mark, brings him down.
What a move. I thought this was just some harass to clear up the map, but Saksa says, no, my friend. It was already rough. You traded out the wisdom runes, which I think XG are happy about, but you're looking at this net worth chart, and it is a little worrying if you start to continue to fall behind in this early game. Are you going to have the manpower to defend your tier 1s against a push that can come, and guess what? It's here.
What a push it is. Tundra, two-man rotation through the gates, trying to catch AME here. AME, one-time walk to work with, will be able to walk it off. Can DY do the same? No damage coming in just yet, but they are going to be able to keep this loop around. Is there going to be anybody from XTREME who are going to counter-rotate? Are they just giving up on this? It seems like with 5 heroes in the top part of the map, XTREME say, whatever, man, you can have it.
They're going to trade bottom out with the Lycan. That is what they're trying to get right now. Also got a lot of tower damage mid with this Shadow Fiend. Saksa will deny himself back to base. This is not the worst objective trade for XG on the map right now if they don't bleed out some big heroes. They just don't have ults to defend this. You're missing the time zone. Your SF was kind of low on resources, but now they're making the delayed rotation, so Tundra do not want to get caught up here. Ramses.
XM throws out the arena. XM stuck on the other side of it, but close enough to get some raises in. And Q, they'll be able to finish it up. Full idea where that ward is, because they had a ward after the tower died. They know that kind of invasion is coming their way, so they had a ward out to see the move.
What? AME flanking in the river.
AME cutting in. Looks like they've already caught Whitemon. AME's looking for a bit more. While they get Whitemon, AME thinks about whether or not he can keep chasing. 10-minute power rune is what he's going to play for here, and does manage to get an amp damage.
That's a nice rune to take away. I mean, I don't know if he wants to be in the river with the Void at 10 minutes, but he will gladly take the rune away. And
well, he certainly doesn't want to be top, where the Lone Druid has come through the gate once again to, if nothing else, take the tower.
So there's tier 1 mid to play around.
We're also still waiting on the level 6s for some of these supports, like the Clockwork would make it a lot easier to catch these supports, but they'll find DY anyway, trying to D-ward. Gets denied by TOPSON. AME finds some space at the top lane, just keeps on. I feel like he's playing a little game of cat and mouse, or maybe cat.
Tundra, I won an AC at some point in this game. I would not mind a Shivas as well. Super valuable item versus these 3 right-click
through. Great target to be able to find. Got him on the other side of the shards, and then no! Couldn't get off the Requiem. Ramses interrupts.
He will not get it off.
Will not get it off. Denied for the full swing of Tundra as they turn that gank around.
Beautiful play from Ramses. Absolutely reading the map, backing up the vulnerable hero in this TOPSON sniper and protecting him in this early game and getting into the triangle. Aggressive play, but they know there's no Lycan ult, no Requiem. And XG are likely going to split up on the map, so this should be a clean pickoff of whoever they find.
Try and get some vision, set up Ramses with his blink initiation, not even needed for DY in this case. He's going to blink deeper into the side of the map, look for other heroes, but it's just DY. Once again, like time and time again, this man has been abandoned as XTREME. No, they cannot stand toe-to-toe against Tundra if even one of their spells is on cooldown.
And just look at how fast that tier 2 falls.
It's going to keep dodging, right?
It feels like they almost want to, but there's just stuff to claim on the map. Hero will TP back, try and find the hero again, and they will get it.
DY time and time again. He'll pay the price for the rest of his allies.
Actually, continuing to dodge.
For that, Tundra tries to hunt down like AME. On the other side of the map here, pull all these heroes away, and they're going to do just that. He's got an Aegis. He's got some time walks. He's going to have to make some smooth moves to get out of this one. His first life is already forfeit.
Where's the help? Everybody's so far on the map for XG.
A hook shot to follow this up, perhaps. Immediately a fear is going to be used, and they got him easily. A Requiem that barely touches Tundra for a third time. Requiem's just not finding their mark. Extreme not getting to the position in time to defend their carry.
But what can you do with it? We've seen the catch and the lockdown be the issue.
I mean, a Hurricane Pike is only going to take TOPSON so far here. The Lycan might be able to run him down, especially with these Alpha Wolves. They've got him surrounded. The Shards, okay, now there's a push away, and Lycan is totally given up on this one. He's left Jin-Q behind, says just one hero showing himself, the Shadow Team, and was enough to deter that TOPSON from one shot to another. There's a second one at XXS, which Whitemon is not going to keep pursuing. He had the hook shot, but no follow-up besides that, so it's fine. 11-3
for round 2, okay.
All right.
I'm just saying, my man, if this one doesn't work, we got to go back and do some math here. Though the fight is breaking out bottom. XM gone.
Congrats on your Tormentor. Ramses, meanwhile, he'll win some fights for you. A BKB arena that catches 2.
These tag team ganks for XG have not worked out at all.
No.
Ramses, he's just read them too.
And also just giving them a counter to time zone, right? And when they get the upgrade, they'll be able to just whoo.
Disperser, super value in this match.
And a Boots of Bearing as a third counter to it as well. Potentially Jin-Q trying to buy himself a little bit of time here. That's all he will do. Time. It's the only resources he has. No HP to work with.
Feels like by the time we see a time zone in this game, you're already going to have the itemization counters to it.
Yep.
Catapult. XG cannot prevent the backdoor going down here. TOPSON just laying into it from the low ground. I mean, are you going to take this fight or just give up the racks to try and get to your BKBs? It almost feels like you just want to give this up.
Ramsey's coming back. A disruption to set things up on XM, who has no BKB to defend himself. He is all offense, no defense. A nice snowball into the neutral camp that they had vision of. He tries to go for a desperate TP out, but he is stuck here. The Cogs stop that one pretty easily. And once again, a duo of Extreme that play together and die together.
Just say, screw it. Let's just go high ground. They have no answers. For the Boots of Bearing that's online for the Clockwork, the double disperser, we're not afraid of time zone right now. You can always make the jump with Ramses as well. Yeah, the push has come. No BKB for AME, he's 100 off.
All of its attack speed slow is not going to stop Pure with an AC. And Jin-Q tries to go in, puts him inside of the Shard, and with that Macro Pyre out, they're able to do some damage. They drop the Requiem. Oh, it's pitiful. It doesn't do nearly the damage that is required. Arena goes down, and it's XM who's going to be the victim instead, perhaps, as all 3 are going to die, as Saksa with one poison cleans up all of them. That is done. Extreme Gaming. They hardly even played this game. 3 kills to their name.
No. No. But what you gonna do? You got
here for XG is they clearly went back to trying to win the lanes a bit more or have stronger cores that can stand there for longer. I think that will work out better for them. But they also have some liabilities like a Nyx who, what is he doing in a laning phase versus a lone Druid Clock? Dying, nothing. So that's a big question mark for me, right? Like you picked this Nyx to interact with Ench. He's not even laning against the Ench. Maybe a more stable laning phase than they had in that game 1. The Viper's going to continue to power up. The Monkey should be okay on this bottom lane as he is getting harassed, and Enchantress is annoying for your Jinku stacks. Another go here. You do not want to feed kills to this lone Druid.
Are they going to get this kill first? They do! XXS barely manages to get the cleave through to get the kill on Whitemon before he in turn falls to Pure. So it is a support for core trade-off, but
an advantage, either rotating and snowballing the hero. I'd say that's how someone like Gaiman would play with it. Or you're confident in the scale. You have things to back him up and you're just confident in the core matchups.
7-minute Wisdom Rune. It's about to spawn soon, and the pressure is amping up in the offlane where XXS is getting dove by an Enchantress Clockwork. They turn around though, and they're killing the bear. That straight up is going to be a 300 gold for XXS and the defended tower. But the Wisdom Rune still needs defended. Saksa, he tried to make a play for it, but he sees double supports and finds that it is not a Wisdom Rune he should be worrying about. It's his own life, stuck in a corner and killed.
Did you get the steal though? Whitemon
AME gets the steal on the other side of the map though, so it's still even. Whitemon commits for it underneath the tier 2. The creep wave is coming in, though. He takes a couple of tower shots, and now slowed down by JinQ and XXS. A second support punished for Tundra daring to go for that dive.
Almost a catastrophe for Tundra on that Rune Lord. Not an easy hero to dive this early in the game.
No. Part of the reason that XTREME did pick it up, right? It's going to be one of the best heroes to deal with that kind of extension by Tundra. Managed to hit that stun onto the Enchantress. The poison burst. It looks like it's combating against the Wisp, and it's just not going to be quite enough damage. Turns around the Viper Strike. That breaks the Viper and makes him so much easier for Whitemon to kill with that magic damage. JinQ up next, perhaps, as he hits the Impale, but look at him looping around from the side. Is Pure to help get this kill. They are not afraid to move their carry around, and he provides just the extra bit of damage needed to get the kill.
This will pay off over the ultra long term, but you run into similar issues as game 1.
They already failed to defend one tower, but perhaps a second one can be defended here as a Viper Strike catches Ramses as his aggression will get him killed. Back through the gate they go, but they are going to be kind of set up. Whitemon throws out the cogs on these heroes, but they don't actually have the numbers, perhaps, as so many heroes come through the gate that XTREME Gaming overwhelmed Tundra. Kill the support, take down the bear, go after the hero as well. Pure, he draws a new bear out from the ground. AME, he gets a couple of JinQ hits in his supports, though. Can't get there in time to be able to provide the disables instead. They're fighting TOPSON underneath the tank, can't live. Meanwhile, AME gets turned around on by Pure, who pops his ultimate, and his bear managed to double team the Monkey King. It'll do the same to the Underlord.
Pure is so strong in this early game. Diffusal already up, Spark of Courage going to work, and very strong right now, almost level 10.
And he's going to take even more as he comes through the gate to take that safe lane tower. Maybe take DY's head with it. Soxa tries to slow him down with a blood grenade. Finally catch up long enough for the diffusal blade to get it active. That's enough.
TOPSON will get a level 2 dual breath for his troubles. Also Tundra. If they had snagged that lone Druid kill, this game might have just swung completely in their favor, but another quick find from JinQ. I mean, he's having a great game here on this Nyx, all things considered. He's level 7, Urn already up, going Vessel on the Nyx to try and deal with the lone Druid heal.
If anybody else on XTREME.
And it'll be first item pipe for him. So he's going the team item over the greedier option.
Hookshot lands, TOPSON tries to follow this up, but a gate from XXS gets him away, manages to steal that gate. Can TOPSON do anything with this, though?
A very interesting spell to have.
An opportunity to meet XTREME's TP back. Tundra, I assume, are playing this part of the map for Roshan, right? Like, we want to take these off-lane towers, but also Roshan on the table, you said, was pretty
he's going to gate AME bottom, maybe.
Yeah, Roshan hits him, and here comes the gate. A move that AME was not expecting. What does he do about this one? Hits the trickery, but he knows he's got to run. The magic damage of TOPSON is easily going to overwhelm him. Finally, the gate is put to use here, and Tundra back through it to the other side of the map.
Very efficient move. TOPSON was pinging that one out. Just an easy setup here from Ramses. He'll even go through the gate, so Tundra bringing 5 heroes back this triangle, and XG smoking straight into them here without the Monkey King.
Fighting without the monkey is a bold move, and they've already been jumped on, but what an Ice Path Macro Pyre. A beautiful hit that does no damage, though. Pipe shrugs off most of it. Poor Ramses is stuck inside the Macro Pyre for so long. He almost dies. Still, though, the fight is good for Tundra as they keep chasing after heroes. DY's going to be stunned up long enough for the rest to follow it up. The bear does not quite die.
Just lack the damage here. Now Blink is up for Ramses, so you have more initiation power, more dive potential.
Stolen Firestorm is perfect to get the damage. The Underlord, a tanky hero, not against this kind of overwhelming advantage that Tundra are bringing to every single fight. To start farming.
My game just began. XG, they need to find a way to make space in this game.
I feel like I've seen this story a few times in this series. DY, Jakiro, alone somewhere on the map, found, and we'll make Tundra work for it a little bit. They'll have to use the hook shot. Meanwhile, mid lane, they actually jumped on a Pure. Pure does manage to get off his ultimate, and Ramses came in with the epicenter. It's not an easy kill, but XM can do the damage. The Viper is more than enough, and Ramses, AME! The 4-staff caught him out of the rocket flare. That surely would have been a death sentence.
That is so close. XG, they find the opening they need in this series. Now, all of a sudden, we have ourselves a Dota game because this monkey is going to get the time he needs.
Tundra immediately try and strike back without two of their cores. Two supports leading the way. TOPSON to help out. XM with that vessel on him.
Pipe.
He's burning, but they do have supports coming in now.
He's
XM
tanky.
helped out by the pipe. Can he live through this? No, but he does get his revenge, certainly, from the grave. He spits out back at Tundra and will claim 3 lives for his own.
And AME is going to get another team fight cleanup here. Says, thank you, XM. The buffet has been set. Jinkyu is starting to turn into a 4th core here. We've seen this in a lot of the Knicks games. He just finds these little openings, and it doesn't take much.
Used to the net worth lead and the way the momentum was going in this series. Game 1 was such a dominant show from them, and it felt like Game 2 might be a repeat
Another
performance,
find.
but now they're beginning to get picked off and falling apart. The Knicks Assassin setting up Extreme Gaming for another successful kill.
And an amp damage rune for one of their cores. XM will pick it up. They can... Initiations are going to become very key as this game progresses. What can Jinkyu find?
Oh, this is maybe
This
a little
is
too
awkward.
deep. I'm not sure if you want this one.
Committed.
XX says he committed for that one. He throws out the pin.
Where's he
it going? He's not going back. He pushes forward. Kamikaze straight past the tier 2 tower. I guess it helps Jinkyu get away.
I mean, that was clearly not a play the second Jinkyu started to bail. Currently, the entire Bloodstone for Ramses is flying out right now, but it's far. If actually take this fight right now, you're missing a huge amount of net worth on this Sand King.
And AME is maybe going to be able to get a really good ultimate here.
on
He's
all
still
of
on
them.
the corner of the pit. He's going to throw it out. Drops
It's an illusion.
down the strike. He went out to an illusion. That's disastrous. The rest of the team is going to have to make a better initiation, but the Roshan's already dead. And AME, he pops his BKB, but for what? To try and get TOPSON. It seems like he's managed to get his Jingu stacks up, and we'll finish off that pesky Rubik. XXS needs some help. The bear is currently
What an
causing
impale.
problem. What a hit from his Jinkyu, but Ramses is still strong with a Bloodstone. Running around with his Sandstorm, trying to chase after these heroes. Somehow Pure managed to get through this one, and now his bear starts going to work. A hit from the Valiant Strike, a push away from the bear. Get back, get back. Jinkyu tries to make a run for it, but the Gleipnir gets him in his hole.
XM
Standing strong.
The
will
Viper
take
gone.
down the Lone Druid once. AME, can he make it twice though? In the way, XM, he's out of here. A TP out. DY does the same, but AME will be left behind.
Oh, Pure. He switched his items onto the main Lone Druid just to get that Gleipnir out. What an insanely heads-up play.
Oh, no.
On the bottom tree line, he dropped a Wukong on a Rubik illusion that got baited. TOPSON with, I think it's just an illusion rune, did so much work in that fight. And now he will be caught again. This is another deep committal.
Whitebot might have just bailed him out with a beautiful hook shot of Cogs. They're all grouped up. TOPSON is dead, but maybe Ramses with a 3-man burrow. Hit that epicenter, hit the bear roar.
can't
Get as
escape.
much as you can out of this. It's a grab bag.
These gates, they have been a blessing and they have been a curse for XG. It's another one that just
And a
felt too
third
deep.
hero to go. Ramses gets him on the burrow too. All 3 that went through that gate will die for it.
Tundra. There's also a lot of 4-staffs on this Tundra side you have to think about. You have double 4-staff on the 2 supports, and you have a 4-staff on TOPSON. There's a lot of bailout potential, getting heroes out of the Wukong, out of the
Be
control.
really good. They know they just hit the Tormentor, but AME, he goes in pretty deep, breaks that smoke. They're deciding whether to. He hopped away from the Burrow Strike just in
Goes
time.
back in.
Now he hops back
He
in with
commits.
the BKB, commits that Wukong's command, and now let's see if the Lone Druid can stand toe to toe. It gets the
out of it.
4-step outside of the Wukong's command, but the bear does die. Meanwhile, XXS getting peppered by Saksa. A stolen boundless strike will stop him getting through the gate, and Saksa does the damage. Now XM, he's not sure
can't
quite what to
TP.
do. The hook shot's gonna stop any movement from him. An Ice Path goes out, tries to go for the kill on Ramses, hoping beyond hope that he can get that damage done, but it will not happen. DY will follow the rest of his team into the grave. AME is the only survivor. Nobody dies on the side of Tundra.
They all end on Pure and needs more damage. It was a very disjointed fight. Supports did not get to do a lot, and now
and now
Jinkyu.
Extreme Gaming are getting picked off before they can actually get their full 5-man. What a heads-up move. Whitemon ran.
That can be a tough fight for Tundra. But Lone Druid is one of the best base breakers in Dota.
Yeah.
And he just finished a full assault Kuros. They're just going to 5-man gate into AME.
AME
says,
he's going to
welcome.
go throw the Wukong's command. They immediately hit the impale. And Pure, oh, he got the fear. Almost pushed AME out of it, but the Wukong's command stays alive. Can the damage stay up, though? The clockwork goes down. How did Pure manage to get out of here?
What?
He's making a run for it. Throws out the Gleitneers. The stuns are after him. AME hops on top. Stun. Where's the stuns? They didn't have it. They go for the bear instead, but they needed that kill on Pure. They needed it to turn the game around.
We'll find nothing here as this game has evened out a bit more.
Hook shot across. Whitemon hits his mark thanks to a deep lane ward. DY's life is forfeit. 50 seconds.
We'll give it to AME. This is a really big rune if they can get a fight out of it. But Tundra should be looking at the lanes right now. They know this is coming.
Oh, and AME. He feels strong with a shield room, but he is going to be walking to Tundra heroes. They immediately jump for Ramses, and what a Wukong's command, hitting all 5 of these heroes. Tundra on the run, caught in the pit though. Pure, his hero, is going to make it out. His bear will not. And XM holding first step forward, pops BKB, putting damage onto TOPSON, It's going to be enough. Can he get away though? Ramsey with a buyback now, pops Bloodstone epicenter. XM, his BKB is only going to last for so long. And Shinkyu, he's going to get diced up. Pure is big, and he's bad, and he's a deadly bear that is going through hero after hero. An immediate buyback. AME is going to buy back, but what about the Underlord? What about DY who's left behind on the Jakiro? They won't have all their heroes. They take the fight, they get some kills, they get some buybacks, but when you have to play against another life on one of these cores, a gate straight to it, they cannot afford to give up this Aegis, but no one's actually going through the gate right now. Tundra. AME sitting up in the back, jumps through the trees. A Wukong's command, dead center is Pure, and he's already been hit by some stuns. They are all in to kill the low drone, but Pure got his BKB off. They got a bear kill. Now they have to commit for the Roshan. AME for it, but Ramses with the hit. Whitemon gets the hook, and Ramses takes the Aegis, denying AME his chance in immortality. It is ripped away from him, and Tundra stomp XTREME into the ground.
They got basically everything out of that they wanted. Aegis on the Sand King. You were not even close.
The same team fights going the same ways, running over the same ground, surrounded by the same old fears. Another year of unrealized potential, another tournament of broken dreams. Maybe he can save it, but a 4-step in, it gets in. XM killed, no defense. AME, XM, both out, no damage in the tank left for XTREME. The best they could do is get a Sand King who had an Aegis anyway. They've killed him twice, but thrice he'll revive. Thrice will come back into this team fight to end the game. The throat is exposed, and Tundra will lay claim to a top 4 at the International.
And they will eliminate the last team trying to fight against this.